Liberate the ancient land! Oh, you're on opposite sides of the map. Hmm? Oh no, you're not. Never mind. Yeah. You're like, I forget what to do. So ZR is the thing that is, you know, massive long dash thing, but also it seems like she's got an extra ability to smash herself with lightning as well. The Moblin! Aid the Hylian Captain! Also remember that because you've been leveling up Tabor only, that these guys are a little bit weaker, but the level of the DLC should be appropriate to the weapons and stuff
level
you've got.
44.
Yeah.
And I'm level 50 something.
Yeah,
That should be fine.
Yeah, you probably feel a little bit of a, oh, I can't kill anyone. That's a problem, but you should be okay. And remember, you do need to kill 1,000 enemies for battle records as well, so...
I'll do that eventually.
I know.
That one. Ah, did I get it? Move!
Nice.
Just trying to remember how to use this character again. It's kind of a bit temperamental with the walrus.
Oh yeah.
The sand seal, sorry, I should say.
Yeah, Patricia. At least it's quick to get around though.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Defeat the Black Moblin and rescue the Hylian Captain!
It's a lot harder to control though.
It's more of a, like, point in the right direction and let Patricia do her thing.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, so I think, oh, does Bosa's thing look different to you? Her, like, lightning gauge in the top left.
Which one?
The lightning gauge.
I mean, she's powered up, but I can do it more.
I don't remember there being the separate sections to it.
Yeah, there was.
There was? Okay, well. It's been a long time since we played as Urbosa.
Because I don't really like to play as Urbosa.
I was just wondering if we'd unlocked her DLC EX ability somehow, but...
I think I have.
Nope. You've done it for Riju.
What's Riju's one?
For Riju...
Shit, that's one.
Yeah.
Missed you.
So...
Why to wreathe myself in
Why
lightning.
to wreathe yourself in lightning after the end of the combo, I guess.
Wait, hang on, there was a fairy thing.
Fairy thing? Huh?
I thought I saw a fairy thing.
Surprisingly enough, Age of Calamity, not a lot to do with fairies. You know how common fairies are in all the other games, like
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, I think Twilight Princess? Yeah, because you get the bottles and everything, but in Breath of the Wild and Age of Calamity, fairies aren't much of a thing. Obviously you've got the Great Fairies.
That's not the case in Breath of the Wild. You can still get revived with fairies in Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild.
you can, but they're not as abundant as they were in the previous games.
What do you mean? You can literally go to the fairy fountains and pick them up.
Right.
They're quite abundant. You
I
just
know, I guess
have
I'm
to look in the
thinking
right
of,
place.
like, because the previous Zelda games have more traditional dungeons, there is usually a way to find fairies within the dungeon, whereas in Breath of the Wild you have to go to the fairy fountain. So, for example, in Wind Waker, you can obviously go to the fairy fountains there, because you just sail to them, but you get them in the dungeons pretty commonly as well. At least, that's what I remember of it. It's been a while since I played Wind Waker.
That's me. I have never played one.
We started a while back, but we never got around to finishing
No,
it.
not Meteor. Shit, wrong one. Don't use
Yeah,
fire on fire.
I am planning to...
Fighting fire with fire never works.
Yeah. I am planning to sort of... Because we're not playing the Wii U anymore, and I'm trying to think of if there are any games that we would want to
Twilight
keep
Princess.
for the Wii U. Twilight Princess is one. Wind Waker HD is another one because that's not out on Switch either.
Oh, hello. You're not on the...
But otherwise, most of the games that are on Switch are on the Wii U and vice versa. You've got a Sankey car.
Why is that not on
The chest. Because it doesn't require you to find chests in this map. That's just an extra bonus.
Normally in story missions you ask to...
Yeah, but not DLC story missions.
I think I had them pre. I got a wild berry.
Oh, I know what it is. I think you need to beat the map first to unlock the treasure sensor or something. At least I think that might be it. I don't know.
No idea. It might be just certain areas of Hyrule that I've unlocked the ability to see chests.
Oh, maybe actually.
I've got no idea.
Like a percentage completion, because that was already in the main game of you completed 96% quest, you need to do one extra, but the one extra means that you need to extra materials from a mission that's really awkward to do or something like that.
So what do I have to do with Riju?
It's just play it as Riju, basically.
So don't do the whole thing as a bowser, basically.
Yeah.
Ah!
It's Master Koga! Zap him!
Right, not allergic to electricity. We'll try this special ability. Oh.
Flavor.
Not need to do that at all. Right, so...
Yep. It seems like it's just why.
What are you doing? Oh, there!
There you go.
I don't know how I unlocked that.
Well, you just pressed Y or the whole bunch. I think you might have unlocked her EX ability like a while back, and we just never realised.
Wrong fucking
That was the
button.
wrong one.
Shit!
Oh well. Well, it's a good thing he doesn't still throw the metal weapon at you.
That would be better.
Now it's the stasis one.
Now I get it right.
Da, 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 da.
Only got
So
one.
that was the memory quest thing. It's defeat Koga with Riju.
Oh, right. So it was something quite specific with her then.
Yeah, that's why I said you have to use Riju. So if you decided that, oh, I want to play Zerbosa for some reason, I would have said, you kind of need to use Riju for this one. But you like using Riju anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I do find her a lot more fun than a Bosa, but I think a Bosa is easier to use. But I think that I was naturally using... It wasn't like I intentionally... Like, I was gonna naturally use...
Yeah.
But anyway, wasn't
The Yiga clan has withdrawn. So again, that might be the one that leads into the Yiga clan's retreat. Because, you know, Gerudo and Yiga have got some beef.
Find you Bugberry.
Well, you'll find them as you go along, no matter what.
Not necessarily.
Well, you literally just said you're not worried about opening crates and stuff for wild berries because...
Oh.
Yeah, take the wrong one.
I thought they were close enough together. I was wrong.
Let's see. Do I already have that page?
There we go. Okay, so that's... Do I already want to go? Right, yeah. Right, send you up there. Get that. That. Let's be... Closer. Control. Swear, like, you send her to do something. You just stand there, don't you? Oh, it's not.
Da-da-da-da-da. That. Nice.
An electric line on, I'm using electric. I hate shooting dinos, they're really hard.
So yeah, so when you're in the process of unlocking the last character in DLC 2, you will just unlock character in DLC 1, DLC 2 anyway. The process to unlock the last DLC character in DLC 2 will unlock the first character in DLC 2 anyway. So you don't have to go out of your way for anything.
Okay.
Ah, this page has got a way to do all the memory quests. That's actually quite handy, so I'll keep this page up. Yeah, as you guys can see, I am in the festive spirit with my Christmas jumper on.
I'm not.
I do have another... So the only reason I'm wearing this is because I felt a little bit chilly in the house. I was like, yeah, I can put a jumper on, it's fine. You know, working from home in the top room. I was like, is the radiator on? Oh, it's on. I guess I'm just a little bit chilly, so I'll stick a jumper on. And this was the first one I found.
That.
And it's weird because we're a week into December and it feels like the Christmas period is already going quite quickly.
Yeah, we really need to sort out something for Elliot's birthday.
We do indeed. So we need to sort of think about what to do. Well, I mean, we've got time a little bit. You know.
We don't.
I think we do. Got a little bit of time.
Not for organising things, because everybody booked their Christmas party.
True, I guess.
Although, that's assuming we're even not out of lockdown.
That's the other thing. So, let's have a look at the news. Because the last thing that I heard was the Prime Minister saying, oh yeah, well, we will not go into lockdown. And then the Omicron variant arrived.
Yeah,
so it's like
It's so sexist. Yo, he was referring to one of the ladies of the court by her husband's name.
What do you mean?
Like...
So, doing the whole, like, oh, you are Mrs. Husband's last name, that's a fairly common thing to do.
No, what he said was, oh, lady whatever her name, thingy's wife, or whatever. I can't remember. Basically, he couldn't remember her, but he could remember...
Right, I see.
him.
So it's just a sort of a mark of disrespect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's very common for, you know,
Right.
Tories. So yeah. So just having a look at BBC News 1 hour ago. The early signs suggest that the Omicron COVID variant is more transmissible than the current Delta strain, Number 10 has said. The Prime Minister's official spokesman added it was still too early to draw conclusions.
It's just getting worse and worse and worse, isn't it?
And any impact caused by Omicron would also depend on whether it caused severe illness. There are currently 437 confirmed cases of Omicron in the UK, figures show.
Sorry?
437.
That was bad.
Wales Health Minister said they were expecting a significant wave of Omicron that would peak in January. In Scotland, COVID rules are being reviewed daily as Omicron cases rise, and First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has urged employees to let staff work from home until at least the middle of January where possible. Scientists believe Omicron could spread more easily than Delta, and could outcompete Delta to become the dominant variant in the UK. But much is still unknown, and it could still take weeks to understand how severe illness from the variant is and what it means for the effectiveness of vaccines. The variant is currently spreading in the community in multiple areas of England, Health Secretary Sajid Javid said on Monday. The government's cabinet was given an update on the pandemic on Tuesday morning. Giving an account of the meeting afterwards, the PM spokesman said, the Prime Minister said it was too early, blah blah blah. There was no hard agreement on the level of transmissibility, and it was too early to tell the effect on vaccine evasion or seriousness of the illness it could cause. The spokesman also said ministers did not discuss whether to introduce government's Plan B for winter, which could involve more restrictions if the pressure on the NHS becomes too much. Officially, there are over 400 Omicron infections, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's based on positive tests sent to labs to check for variants, which only happens in a minority of cases. Because of a quirk in the way Omicron shows on PCR tests, it is possible to identify suspected cases too. Using this data, researchers at the University of East Anglia believe there could be 5 to 6 times as many Omicron cases as the official total shows. This data is what is behind suggestions the number of cases is doubling every 3 days, and the conclusion that it's more transmissible than Delta. What is not clear to what extent is down to the Omicron's ability to get past immunity, greater infectiousness, or is it because it has a shorter incubation period? The answer to that could have a big bearing on how quickly and how far infection levels will climb.
I just can't believe it's impossible.
Yeah, well, there's no convincing some people.
Why are you just standing there like a plum?
Another unknown is what it will mean for serious illness. You would expect reinfections or infections post-vaccination to be milder. If that's the case, the proportion of cases ending up in hospital will drop. But even if it halves, the infection rates more than double, pressure on the NHS will still increase. The threat of hospitals being overwhelmed is now back on the table. The Welsh Health Minister Eluned Morgan also said it was clear that Omicron variant spreads rapidly. Although there have only been 5 cases in Wales, compared to 333 in England, 99 in Scotland and 3 in Northern Ireland, Morgan said that people should act with caution. We're expecting a significant wave of Omicron to hit Wales. We'll reach its peak in January. There is an urgency of getting people vaccination boosters done as soon as possible. Surgeons said that 4% of cases in Scotland appear to be the Omicron variant, adding our estimate at this stage is the doubling time may be as short as 2 to 3 days. The R number may well be over 2. The early estimate based on limited data means that fast doubling can get high quickly. 3-day doubling means going from 1,000 cases to a day to about 100,000 cases a day in a month. So Omicron is the most heavily mutated version of coronavirus found so far. It was first identified in South Africa. There is now a surge in the number of people catching COVID multiple times. The variant may be better at sidestepping some of the protection offered by vaccines or past infection, but there is no definitive proof. There is no evidence it has caused more serious illness. So they are urging everyone to take their booster jab when offered, or to be vaccinated if it's done so.
Well, and 12-year-olds can now get it too.
I think it's been open to everyone for a while, right?
No. Not, only in schools.
12 to 15.
Yeah. So it was available in schools, but you weren't able to go to the doctors and get it. Right. Now you are able. Oh.
You gotta do some climbing.
Gotta go around the whole fucking thing.
Oh, well, again, Riju is the quickest way to get around, so.
Yeah. This is honestly.
Oh,
hang on.
Silver Moblin is one you need to kill. Yeah, I think you'll reach the 1,000 KOs in the battle record thing fairly easily.
Oh yeah, I think so.
But again,
I don't know how many I've killed though.
Because we're not using Link or Zelda, we won't have done the 1,000 kills challenge, so that's fine.
No, but I couldn't. I had to.
I know,
use
yeah.
this carrot.
I got it.
Okay.
Bonk. Killing them as a go.
Yeah, the best way to do it.
Right, I'm gonna go up there and just smash that box. I'm quite aware that it could be very. How do you get up? Ah, there. Underbox. Just one of them. Come on, let one of them be the berry. Berry?
No, hasn't popped up. Does it keep track of how many you've got in the pause screen? 1 of 4. Oh.
That's why I'm saying, like, I'm really struggling to find boxes of that.
Yeah. So, let's see.
I'm struggling to find them is what I'm getting at, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a map for you. Sweet. Wow, is it only those specific locations? Okay. So, there is one at the very bottom of the map. So, kind of where you are now, but at the very bottom.
I'm just going to get this Wizrobe.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything near me?
Thunder Wizrobe. So, there might be a wild berry where you are, kind of, yeah? Oh, actually, no, it's a bit further to the right. So yeah, I mean, I might as well try and show you. So can you see that?
I think you'd be better to just guide me, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a lot going on in this, so, you know. I'm not timed at the moment, that's why I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, hold on. Could you pause for a sec? Our video capture device stopped working for some reason.
Well, it's still on here.
Oh yeah, it's still there. It's just not moving. So the properties.
So we're not streaming anymore.
No, we're streaming. People can see us and they can hear us,
Oh.
but there's no gameplay happening.
I'm close now.
Alright, deactivate, activate. Okay, now we're back.
What?
Yeah. It's literally just a switch, but it's like, I didn't realize it was paused.
Now munch.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't have been munching, because it was literally 5 seconds.
But we were paused.
The gameplay was paused, but we were not.
Oh, paused.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We is not I. Where am I going then?
So, for the one in the area you are now, it's kind of where you are, but if you go down...
Is it leave?
Maybe. Oh, okay. So you need to head south. No, head south, so go back the way you were going.
I thought you said it was in the area I'm in.
Well, it's all general because it's a high level view, it's not a zoomed in. So now turn right. So there should be wooden crates around here.
Might have already got this one.
Maybe, yeah.
One of them I've got.
So not through here. So it's on your... Oh, is that it? No. So it should be on your left. So if there's no crates here, then you might have already got this one. The other one...
Hang on, because this... Please.
Yeah. So the other one is at the very bottom of the map. So yeah, I think going down south, and then turn left. So it should be around here, is what it says. If not, then this map is wrong.
Might be a random one.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? That like, when a guide is saying, "Oh yeah, here are the locations of all the stuff," it's like, is it? It's random, so maybe.
Like I said, it could be random.
Yeah.
I've got no way of...
Yeah. So you're just gonna have to scour the map and get all the crates.
I'm trying.
Unfortunately.
I am trying. Difficult. I got one.
Oh, nice. So yeah, they're random.
Because
that
wasn't anywhere near.
That wasn't anywhere that's on this map.
Right, well what I'm going to do then is I'll send over here, because I haven't actually uncovered that side.
Mm-hmm.
I've got no way of telling if that's the stuff that I need is actually over there.
Mm-hmm.
I will kill the boxes on the way. Oh, naughty.
Freeze!
Did I get both of them? Oh, I did. Oh, no wait, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Bomb? No, freeze.
Okay. Oh god. Phew. I had to move where I was so they would change direction.
Freeze!
Ah!
Got him!
I will, just a second. I'll kill this one first, then I'll do the one next to me.
You got him.
Oh. Oops. Sorry!
Yeah, so things might be going to plan or not, depending on what restrictions are in place or not.
What do you mean?
But...
Oh, I thought you meant the level.
No, no.
You mean bring then? Okay.
Voting for the final round of the Game Awards Players' Voice Award is now open. Oh, the Players' Voice Award is the fan vote, not the critics vote. Interesting. Oh, I don't remember talking about that last time.
My favourite voice in the universe is it Corpse Husband?
Oh, you're talking about the streamer slash YouTuber. Yeah.
Such a low voice. It
is a very deep voice, yes.
Really cool voice. That's my favourite voice. Like, yes! Yes!
Oh, you got it. Nice.
thought it might be somewhere up here though, didn't I?
Yeah. Sweet. Alright, well.
Really accomplished right now. Did it!
So when it says Player's Voice Award, it means, like, listening to the fans, not actually the voice actors in the games.
What do you mean?
So it's like,
Oh,
we hear your
I'm
voice.
taking it literally. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I understand. Sorry.
Because player's voice wouldn't make sense in the context of a Game Awards, because it's like, well, you can't vote for the player's voice. Yeah. But yeah, so Forza Horizon 5, It Takes Two, Halo Infinite, Metroid Dread, and Resident Evil Village. I have a feeling Halo Infinite recently released and has been received quite well because people like the campaign and they like the multiplayer. There's still some issues with it in terms of like microtransactions, battle passes, loot box style things, I think. Again, I'm not speaking from someone that knows too much about it because I've not got an Xbox. But to me, it seems like a return to form for Halo, which is basically what everyone wanted to happen. So that's why it's getting voted quite strongly in these kind of polls.
Oh
dear. Other news, apparently there is going to be a Chrono Cross remaster, but I don't think that's relevant to you. I don't think you ever played Chrono Cross?
No. What was it? Xbox or PlayStation?
It was probably a PlayStation 1 because Chrono Trigger came out on the SNES.
I did have a PlayStation 1 at a friend's house, and I had one when I went to college, but that's what you do when you get adult money, isn't it? Buy vintage.
Oh yeah, you get all the retro games.
Yeah. Mainly because I couldn't afford you and stuff. I never played that game. That I can think of. I might have played it and I just didn't know it was that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be so arrogant that I'm going to say that I know every game I played. I don't.
So Chrono Trigger is one of the games that is very highly regarded, and it's in the conversation for one of the best games of all time. Like, it's a pixel art RPG on the SNES that you play as multiple characters and swap between them. And people really like the battle system, they really like the characters, they like the story, and it's not too long either, so you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours playing it. I mean, I don't think they could make games hundreds and hundreds of hours in the SNES era, but yeah, it's just one of those games that is overall very, very good. And Chrono Cross is sort of, it's not really a sequel, it's more of the next game in the Chrono franchise. But it didn't do very well, and that's why the Chrono franchise doesn't exist anymore.
I'm worried I'm not get all the enemies.
Oh, you'll be fine. You just need to make sure you kill...
I'm trying, but I'm running out of enemies.
I know, but if you defeat the monsters threatening the Royal Ancient Lab, then you might get more spawns in.
I don't know if that's the
can you
end
go
of the
north?
level.
It might be the end of the level, I don't know.
I can go north, but I think that's the end of the level, so I'm not going to go
Okay.
north. Oh wait, hang on, no, the boss is with Riju, isn't it?
Yeah, so north is there's big groups of red dots, it looks like. So you're on what? How many KOs? 792. So you got about 200 left. Yeah. I think you can get 200 kills in the northern bit. So Chrono Cross, again, like I said, is not as highly regarded just because it was trying to follow one of what people consider to be one of the best games of all time. But apparently it's getting a remaster for PlayStation 5. Which is a bit strange, because usually you'd think...
They're just running out of ideas for the PlayStation. The PlayStation 5 hasn't had nearly enough releases yet.
So the PlayStation 5, I think, is still doing fairly well, but...
It's doing very well,
right.
but that's because of demand. Because it's becoming like almost like limited edition, like a collector's thing.
Yeah, again, in the UK, we still can't buy PlayStation 5s.
Yeah, but that's, again, because of supply. And I think that they're making it a desirable product because I think it's completely intentional because they know they haven't got very many games on it.
Well, the thing is that you can play PlayStation 4 games on PlayStation 5, so in a way it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, but people would just buy a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, you know.
I just think that they haven't got enough games, so they're making this supply thing as if like, oh, you will get a PlayStation now because you'll not be able to get one, you know?
Well, yes and no. In some ways, it definitely sort of helps them a little bit to be like, hey, we've got limited supply, therefore we're going to make sure that we sort of incentivize people to get the console that they can. But at the same time, they want to make more, they just can't. Because of the semiconductor shortage, and it's affecting lots of different things. So
well, yeah, Raspberry Pis as well.
No, not just Raspberry Pis, it's affecting all the other consoles, it's affecting cars, it's affecting like electronics, like, you know, anything basically that has internet connectivity and power.
Yeah, because it's affecting like routers and stuff.
Yeah. So, you know.
I'm really running short here.
I know, but you can still kill a few enemies along the way.
I'm trying.
I mean, you've hit 900, so it should be not too far away.
Thankfully, Riju's just pretty much standing at the moment, doing fuck all.
You don't lose a level if Riju dies, right?
Riju won't die.
Okay.
Every enemy is valuable.
Ah, yes, we'd be delighted. What's up?
I was trying to see what the battle conditions were. I wasn't on that many. Box there. I'll send you. All in the back.
There's another group of enemies in the opposite direction, yeah.
Straight forward, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's up there. I don't think there's that many. I think there might be 20.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta get like 60 more.
I wonder if the game is expecting you to sort of... Obviously they expect you to clear every single outpost on the way.
Yeah, but I think that the reason this is a challenge is because they probably realise that there aren't actually that many. Like, there's a reason it's a challenge.
Oh,
they're just
yeah, they've come back in.
No, it won't be enough.
Yeah.
Aye!
Ooh,
Give me your
left.
guts. There's some more.
Hey, nice. So there should be enough. Da, 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 da. Sweet. And here's where we find out that killing this moblin doesn't end the level.
It might not, but at least, you know, I know I've got all three of the things now.
It's better to achieve the conditions prior to achieving an objective.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because I have killed 2 Lionels, bear in mind. So it might just be a coincidence that... Yeah, that wasn't...
Never mind.
That was fine.
New objective, more moblins! And a guardian too. A guardian has started to move! People didn't even need to use rod, to be honest.
He's not moving anymore, by the way. I smashed his legs off in that.
A guardian has started to move!
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, it was all the ones that were on the floor before and they're now waiting.
Ah. Rain! I should be able to...
Yeah, I mean, if you can clear the legs off the guardians, then yeah, I mean, it doesn't take too long.
It shouldn't, no.
Let's see.
The only reason I'm using the rods and stuff is because I'm not really that familiar with these characters.
And you'd rather pause the enemy in place.
Well, yeah, basically, I'd rather just kill things quickly. Because I'm pretty bad at using the characters.
Alright.
Got loads of cool gear from that, though, from that level. Oh, I didn't kill those boxes.
That's fine, you got the wild berries.
The wild berries.
The ancient lab has been liberated.
Let's see. See, that's quite hard to get. And I got
Lionel trophies, yeah, you got 2. I didn't see you get any battle records.